Well, hey guys, welcome to my new video blog. This is Derek. I've posted a few videos before, but they weren't anything under this context. So this is some of the things that we're going to be discussing will be involving philosophy, a little bit of theology. It'll probably be a lot of politics because of the current political climate and all of the information that is available via the internet and even via social networks like Twitter, Facebook, so on and so forth. And we might even bring up personality type like Myers-Briggs, um, personality test, um, just general things I'm interested in that I want to share with others. My goal is for this video is number one, just to give a good introduction, to see how everything goes, see if all the settings are good. I've had to change some of the settings so that it'll be bright enough because the bulbs are out in the living room, and I generally do not have a lot of time during the day to be able to record videos due to classes, homework, and then family affairs and so forth. So yeah, I want just any constructive criticism would be helpful, and any topics any of you guys want to discuss would also be great. That would be beneficial. There are a few ground rules I would like to establish, though. Comments will be available. However, there has to be some civility. Trolling will not be tolerated. I'll allow for a little bit, but if it just gets too disruptive, I'm not going to allow it, and I'm going to erase spam. I just don't have any time for that, and it's just not fair to anybody else who wants to actually put something meaningful and actually wants to be able to venture on YouTube channels unmolested without some crazy person on the other side of a video, a video comment on the other side of wherever on their laptop doing God knows what, giving them problems. So I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm going to make an attempt to do a video every night. I can't promise or guarantee that at all. So yeah, there are a lot of things that you can see in the culture right now that I find disturbing, yet mildly sobering, but mostly disturbing. I think that our focus is extremely shallow and it's extremely distracted. With social networking and media also becomes focused on social issues, not really so much based on whether they have any kind of truthful merit or any sort of empirical importance per se. More or less just TMZ, Access Hollywood, pop culture jargon. We all know what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to go any further into that. A lot of issues, however, like when I posted on Facebook concerning a Korean missionary in North Korea that we are trying to get released. I'll give you more details, or not. You can look it up. I believe he's American, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to hedge my bet a little bit on that one. So, yeah. Those type of things are kind of swept under the rug. The ordeal going on in Syria and how they're attacking their own people and how we're going to get involved and we're going to start doing 3 days of bombing, which makes really no sense because number one, we can't save the world, and we can't just go after every bad guy that bombs, or causes harm to their people. I know in an ideal world we want to save everybody and be Superman, but it just doesn't work. And in the end, it causes resentment, and in the end, we end up looking like we're the warmongers, we're the bad guys. And besides that, if we're doing 3 days of bombing, we're probably going to kill a lot of innocent people anyway that we would supposedly be helping out. So I'm not really sure what logical sense that makes. And as I've said before to some of my friends, Bush was taken down by the media 2006 because of the Iraqi war. Okay, well, that's well and good. However, the problem is with that is, we are still doing the same policies. Okay, back in 2006, as you recall, every day there would be CBS, NBC, MSNBC, so forth, would be showing, death totals and even be showing the names of the soldiers, where they came from and all this, and making it, seem like this is all big, bad, evil Bush's fault. Granted, he is a progressive and he is a warmonger. He was a warmonger president to a certain extent. However, it's interesting how Obama has said, okay, we are all these issues that we are dealing with are Bush's fault, and these are policies that were under Bush. And these policies that are creating problems were problems that Bush brought into play, and Bush, like a better word, invented. These are his ideas. However, my feeling about that is, well, if this is the case, and he's the big bad guy, well then why not change the policies? Why not do a different policy? Why not just end the policy and not even follow the policy? And that's really just because it was never their goal to change the policy, because they agreed with the Bush doctrine on foreign policy. They agree with, globalism and entangled alliances, and us having, friendships with dictators like Hosni Mubarak. And we've been doing this for some time. They just revealed recently that the 1950s Iranian coup that they had that brought the Shah into Iran, who was corrupt. He wasn't as bad as Ayatollah Khomeini, mind you, but he was still corrupt. We were a very big part of the coup. I believe, I'll bring up more information tomorrow about all these things, so my statements will be substantiated and I'm not just blowing smoke. But they just revealed recently that they were involved in helping to depose the former regime and bring in the Shah. I believe this is the CIA who made a statement involving this. So we've been involved in, foreign entangled alliances for quite some time, and supported dictators for quite some time for political gains. Interestingly enough, in reference to, I had a discussion recently about Saudi Arabia. The media and those on both sides of the aisle say Saudi Arabia is our ally, they're our friend. They're only our ally because they provide us oil and charge us whatever they want to charge us, because they have, an incredible amount of the oil supply in the world, and we have politicians that are, too corrupt and too stupid to realize, hey, this Keystone Pipeline thing might actually work, and we wouldn't have as much foreign dependence in reference to oil. We wouldn't have to worry about needing foreign oil nearly as much. And so, yeah, that's, there'll be more things that will be discussed. I think this channel will get better as I go through. I continue to do more videos. It's a little bit of a nervous situation for me. I've never done this before, and I tend to get nervous when doing public presentation style speaking. So, cheers, everybody.